Hi, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the stream. Oh my god, usually I whisper to you sweet nothings in the background, but today we're running out of time. I didn't want to miss that sunset that looked beautiful for half a second. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, how has your day been, my boys? We got a lot of random shit that I've been neglecting a lot in Genshin, man. Also, is it dark? Let me know if it looks too dark. I could bump up the... Well, I think it just looks dark in spurts. Yeah, it looks like a little overexposed. A little bit. I did mess with my lighting, so it's a little off. I might have to tweak it downwards just a touch because there's no in between. It's either like overexposed, you can see white spots, or underexposed, and then you can start seeing some like dark. Actually, maybe that one's fair. Maybe that's what it should be. I don't know. I don't know nothing about nothing. Okay. Anyways. Nanny says, hi, what's good, Nanny? Lone Syndicate says, sup, Nanny? What's up, Grin as well? I'm a third party, feels about right. Nanny says, actually, made pasta and didn't burn it. Ooh, wizard. Not crazy. What kind of pasta? I don't know, man. We ate pasta a couple days ago, and I like pasta, but I don't know. Spaghetti to me is like the peak pasta, you know? Lone Syndicate says, good job, Nanny. Now, knew you could do it. Boys supporting boys. Boom. All right. I'm off, so I have a lot of things that need doing. All of it, I'm kind of like, oh, shit. So to level up Ball, you are required, or for me. Also, can I leech off some of your fish for Nanny and Lone Syndicate, who I both think have gotten a Ball's special iconic weapon. I'm not sure if you're still getting the catch, or if you've already given up the one resource place I want to go grab, which is the special fish in Azuma. If you've already given that to another person, totally okay. Just wanted to ask, because I was like, if this could give me a little bit of a jump, I could be pretty happy about it. But anyways, things on the chopping block today is I'm gonna need a shit ton of books for Ball, but I'm also gonna need to kill some Ronin samurai people. So that's just the other thing. But other than that, I just got the catch, really. So I'm gonna need this stupid helmet mask thing as well. And also, we're just gonna need to slaughter every single resident of Inazuma, like a lot. like a brutal massacre, horrific shit. I already took Electrofish. Okay. Also, Nanny, what? I guess the catch is good for everyone, so I shouldn't be surprised. But I'm like, for you and Lone Syndicate, I'm like, you guys have like a lot of good weapons, a lot of good choices. Oh, I see. My Shangling needs spirit. Makes sense. Okay, gotcha. Now that I think about it, it is like a different tier. There hasn't been a weapon that's like a support weapon like this. It's basically like a 5-star. I guess it makes sense. Let's get sorry, Gran. I just finished it. But I catch it. No, it's all good, guys. I was just asking because, again, to me, I'm like, maybe out of all the people in our community, you guys might be the ones that are like full tilt, taken care of, because you guys go a little bit into the game. Maybe I was about to say a little bit too much, but. All right, so let's the thing is that both of this, they're on the same days. So Ball's talent ascension book is on the same day as this thing, so it's kind of like a pick and choose kind of thing. So I feel like I'd rather just check off the catch, but also I think but also I want to level up Shangling is the thing. But so there's a lot on the chopping block, but let's do the stupid mask one. I just need to level up this goddamn weapon. Yeah, it's there. Okay, good. We're gonna do the mask grind, and then I'm just gonna literally putt around Inazuma, slaughter some creatures, probably get annoyed because I can't find them and I'm bored, and then I will go and fish, which is just, it's still bored, but like it's a dumb board. It's a not hard, like, focus board. Also, ladies and gentlemen, I had one of the worst sleeps I've ever had. It is no good. It was very not good. Let's do this. Run it with this. But yes, I stayed up late last night. You didn't ask, but I'll tell you. I stayed up really late last night to editing the last two. I had a Borderlands video of us reacting to Wonderland. And like, it's kind of like a mixture of a reaction and a breakdown of the trailer, because it was articles that came out that I want to tell you guys about, stuff that I've heard. Kind of told you guys about it yesterday, but still, we go through the screenshots and it's fun. And then I made another video about God of War. And then I also had, I had finished editing, and this took a long time. I edited, basically it was like 3 videos, but I put it into one, because I just didn't want to like bombard you guys with Tales of Arise, although I'm loving the game. So it's like the most effort I've ever put into any video game of me just condensing value in that video. So if you could do me a solid and watch that video that I'm gonna upload tomorrow, I'd be appreciative because it took a lot. I was sitting up late at night, like fucking withering away. And then it's such a weird feeling, man, when you were so exhausted, but then you try to go to bed because you know it's like really late, and your brain just refuses to shut off. Like you feel drained and deadened, but your brain's just like, you know what? No. How about no? Okay, and I'm like, what the fuck is your problem? Okay, I thought we were supposed to be working together here. Also, what's good? Natalie said, I've been playing Tales of Arise. Love it. It's so good, Natalie. It is so good. Also, correct me if I'm saying your name wrong, because I'm the worst. I'm the worst at that. But man, I played the shit out of it Friday and a little bit, maybe a Friday night again. I didn't get to play it yesterday because I was editing all day and all that stuff, and then we had to stream, and then we had to work out, and it was all that stuff. But I can't wait to get back into it because okay. I haven't gotten the people yet, but like in the opening cinematic, when it ends and it pans out, we can see that we're gonna get a bow staff guy, we're gonna get a fisticuff melee boy, and we're gonna get a knight lady who looks awesome, and like a weird bird girl. Okay, I'm hoping that the like fisticuff like brawler kind of character that just throws down and punches shit, I hope he's a character, because I thought when Fluff was telling me about like the melee brawler character, he was referring to like the big the resistance leader who has like another no, it's not the same person, so I'm hyped. Also, fucking Nanny redeemed a hydrate. We will hydrate with caffeine, which, you know, probably is a dehydration thing, but you know. Also, just because I don't want to be a heathen, I'm gonna drink some water too. Okay, I just want to see something. How far away is the next banner? Am I good, or is it like next week? Let's see. It is we got a whole week again, because I was like, man, if the banner's like next week, this is happening pretty fast. I still have so much work to do with Ball. Then I'm like, because when the Mermaid Girl gets released, I'm hard preparing for Ganyu, hoping that she comes first, and also I might be preparing for Thomas. Although, what do you guys feel about the fucking purge that's happening right now? Alone Cindy talked to us about it Friday, and yeah, I didn't really get what was happening, and now I'm starting to see shit, and it looks fucking like yeek, like big yikes. I don't know, man. I think again. Let's see what happens when there's like, okay, because again, the one, and it's annoying, man. I'm sorry, we're gonna play video games. We're talking a lot. Hey, look at my big stupid face. Okay, the thing that pisses me off, man, is people are talking about the whole leak situation, and they always bring up the same 3 core arguments, which I feel like are some of the weaker ones, but they're still valid. One of the ones, which is, what's the value of leaks, Grin? Also, I need to fix that right there. This right here, it's annoying me. Anyways, what the core components for leaks, people say one of the best parts about them is they let you prepare for characters, right? That's fun, and that's true, and that's a useful attributes, but I don't think that's what leaks do. Like, if people can agree on the fact that why do leaks exist? Because there is a demand or a need that is going unmet, so people find a way to satisfy that demand or need. So yes, a roadmap would be fantastic, but it's not even really about that. I think the biggest reason why leaks are prolific is because of that reason, and that's the strongest argument for leaks staying, or the utility of leaks, or what happens when you no longer allow leaks to flourish, or to do that, or to be present. And that's purely is just the fact that I feel so hard, man, that leaks are like a symptom of people being bored, and they give players hope for what's to come. So if your only new avenue of gameplay is a new character, which is what it's kind of been for the last couple times, except now there's in 2.2 we kind of got a whole new region, a bunch of new shit, but there's still no level of investment, or like basically if you're playing Genshin and you feel like, well shit, what else is there to do? You know, like that's the feeling that leads people to be like, okay, well, I guess I'll put down the game and go somewhere else. And then people get excited when the leaks come out, so that they can see and wait and be excited to see what's coming down the pipeline. And if that's no longer there, then those players are just going to detach and walk away, and I don't think come back as easily. And then there people argue that like there's this, like, again, I think MiHoYo has like an old perception of how marketing kind of works, which is like, no, we need to control when people get the information. Only to not understand that like MiHoYo, the top CEOs, are not like in the very depths of the community, where they can tell, guys, it's getting real bad. It's like people are just like abandoning ship. People aren't wanting to spend anymore. People already have their teams, so if the only thing to get excited for is characters, if you already have great teams and a bunch of characters you like more and you still haven't invested in those characters, then people will just depart. So the fact that people can see down the pipeline and see, ooh, that character looks interesting or special, or has a toolkit that I think is fun, then there's that need. Again, just the idea of leaks being like they're facilitating a desire, and if that's not there, then yeah. Leaks? What are leaks? Second, yeah, one of the most prolific leak consumers, such as myself. Lone Skin says, I wanted some Tales of Arise gameplay, and I just love it even more. Can't wait till my copy arrives tomorrow. Nice, Lone Skin. I can't wait for you to play it. The leak at Hunt Decree is in full effect. Spark says, leak exists for free marketing from game content creators. I got leaked on somewhat of Thomas's kit from a random video title and thumbnail. Didn't even watch them. Yeah, so that's the thing that's also like I think a pretty fair argument against leaks, which is when people don't give you a choice whether you want to see them or not. That's like, just classic 101, give people choices. People, you don't want to just take the choice away from a person and all that stuff. But I don't know. To me, again, all I can say is, let's see what happens. That's my thing. That's what I keep saying. If MiHoYo is clearly, or I shouldn't say MiHoYo as an entity. I should say someone at MiHoYo, whether it be an executive or whatever, is like, no, they're stealing our content and they're fucking up our marketing strategy. And I'm like, okay, well, let's see. Let's hope. I hope dearly. I want this game to succeed. I hope dearly that your marketing strategy is better than the consumer's choice and will to choose what they want when they want it. Sure, but let's see what happens. Basically, is where I'm at. And to me, I already can see that. The Genshin's like it's not popping off as much as it once was, which is not to say that it's doing poorly. It's still a very successful game. I just think there might be reasons for it not popping off as hard as especially when they've been there's like a whole new region. There's more content than ever. You think if anything, Genshin would have just that much more reasons for people to play it, but apparently not, or just yeah, I don't know. Again, I've kind of given up on the whole leak thing because I was very much. Man, I kind of put myself in the trenches a little bit, and like talked about my thoughts on the whole thing, and I kind of gave, when you like fully say your piece, I just feel like I want to dip the fuck out, you know what I mean? I've said what I said, I'm listening still, but at the same time, no one's come forward with a stronger argument, and I feel like I'm just talking to no one, so I'm just gonna leave. You know what I mean? It's like, if I'm not being heard, I guess I'm just fuck off. I'll just fuck off, Maybe that's bitter, I don't know. What's good, Matism? How you been, buddy? Haven't checked in or haven't seen you in a hot minute. Hopefully that everything's been going good in your life. I know it's quite chaotic. I know your life you live is a little all over the place. Sadie says, I know more than some leakers, getting them info before they are leaked. Really? Secondly is a witch. Can see the future or some shit. I'm so sad, man. My main like Discord leak page just yoinked it out of me, and so I gotta like, I'm gonna ask you guys in the Discord community to be like, hey, so guys, is there any like Discord place that just is filled with leaks and shit? Because I personally, as a content creator, love it. Like, and again, to me, the reason why, like, if I were to break down why I enjoy leaks, is not because I'm like, yeah, fuck MiHoYo, fuck the man, nothing like that. It's to me, it gives me hope and excitement for the future. That's the only reason. Now, people say that make a roadmap, and I think, yeah, that could maybe work. I don't know, because there is something in the mind. I'm not sure if this is what I have. Might be, could be, but there is something in the mind that is nice when you can find information that not everyone knows about. But if you do find another person who knows about it, there's this weird like tribal like, yeah, There's this like, hey. Come on, talk about this shit, because I just learned about this the other day. I've known about it for weeks. Shit, here, let me hear about it. There's like this communal secrecy kind of back and forth, which I don't know if everything becomes like above board and like there's these updates and these clean pages of information and whatnot, it does lose some of like the community passing information back and forth. And again, it's my thing of like, okay, well, let's see if a big corporation handling and distributing information, which I would want more of, is going to top the totally natural ecosystem that was born from a necessity for more, that is clearly present in Genshin, more than I've seen in any other video game. Maybe because it has resin, and it's built like a open world, like Zelda-like game, but it's not built to be played that way, so people have a diagnosis of how the game should be played, seen, and etc. So, I don't know, we're getting really heady a little bit here, and it seems like a lot, honestly. I'm just kind of in the camp of, you know what, I'm just gonna, whenever we're streaming, I'm gonna give you guys a side eye and be like, have you seen Thomas's kit? And you might be like, no, and I'll be like, just wait. Shit's gonna be fucking awesome if it is in any way real. Okay, if it's not all just smoke and mirrors. Bob, I need you to start having a little more energy recharge because you're almost able to perfectly cycle within kits, but not quite. Also, I really need you to live a little longer. Live a little longer. Don't die too fast. Wait, perfect. Okay, stay alive for just a little bit. Now we're good. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so again, Raiden Shogun, you need them to live just for a slight bit, just so you can cycle into giving all of your other companions their alts, such as everyone now has their alt, and also Raiden Shogun has her alt. Guys, Ball or Raiden Shogun, killing it. Just such a blast to play. And her talents aren't even close. Dude, I am almost certain I'm gonna fucking crown each of her skills, except for her melee weapon, of course. Or her, like, base melee. But every other one, I'm like, yes, I'm in. I may be stupid, but what can I say, man? It was hilarious. It was so fucking funny, man, because Lone didn't get knows. And maybe Nanny also knows. Seki might have been there, but I'm not sure if she was, like, locked in. But what do you call it? When we heard about Yoimiya, and I was so bought into Yoimiya that I was kind of just like trying to disinterest myself from other characters. But when I seen Ball's gameplay or Ball's kit, I was like, I'm just gonna focus on this person because I knew she came right after or whatever. So yeah. But who would have thought? Who would have thought that like this would have been the character that I'm like, I am so happy. Like she's very close to second to Razor. Who'd have thought? A god beating a firework lady, but oh my god, man. I just want to make... Also, she came right after Yoimiya's banner, so it's just like, what happened? Because she could be a fucking great burst DPS, it's fucking killing it, and she can support the ever-living fuck out of your team. And it's the only thing that she's a god? Why the fuck did anybody just give us a generic-ass support character before we got Ball? I don't know. I just feel bitter. I don't think I can ever not feel bitter about Yoimiya. I apologize. I know you guys are like, stop bringing it up. We get it. Also, I started playing Pokemon. Nice, man. How's that been? Like Pokemon Go? Yeah, Pokemon Go. Yeah, man, how's that? How's that? Right now in America and whatnot, COVID's been fucking rearing its head and getting real after it. Getting real crazy again. We're like almost at our like highest wave prediction. Also, where I currently reside, Alberta, shit in the bed. Real bad. Lone Syndicate is also grin. May I come into your world and take your pearls for... Yes, go ahead. Go. Send me... Oh, well, it's fine. You'll scale. I should be able to do it still. Nanny says, doesn't leaking break an NDA or something? Yes, if you participate in the... what is it? If you participate in... the closed beta access, then yes, you sign a contract that specifically says, you know, you're gonna get in legal trouble if you do this. But my thing again is like, okay, again, my thing is like, why? Okay, like I get your legal team is there to protect you and etc. But this is one of those moments where you're like, okay, this guy is some random person on the other side of the planet chose to like show an image of a thing, and now you're like ripping him to shreds. I don't know. There's something like that to me that's just, it feels, I don't know. There's something gross about like a big ass company that's just like fucking shredding another person. Now you could argue, well, that's not right. He shouldn't have done the thing. He shouldn't have leaked. And I would agree with, yeah, but at the same time, I think the punishment should be in the same bracket of as the crime. If you're showing an image of a video game or a clip of a video game, dude's gonna, you should be fined for the rest of your life and thoroughly like ruined. Like, what? You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, let's ground ourselves a little bit here. And then you could be like, well, he shouldn't do it. I agree that he shouldn't do it, but I also don't think it's fair or reasonable to, like, if you, if you I don't know, randomly your friend passed you a joint and you grabbed it, and then you're going to prison for the rest of your fucking life for accidentally just having it whilst a cop ran up. You know what I mean? Like, that's just ridiculous. And that's been happening a little bit for the last couple years. But yeah, Fluff is here in the fucking house, says, I am here, fucking jumps out of a box. Although he is a cat jumping out of a box. And I feel like if there was a dog version, he would choose that one. Lomasica says, thanks, I didn't come up with that one, though. The Vision Hunt Decree, yeah. That's our Leaker Hunt Decree, yeah. That's, everyone's been throwing that around a little bit. What is good, Roger? Always love to see you. How have you been? How are you liking everything? How do you feel about the Vision Hunt Decree? How do you feel about whatever her name is, the fucking mermaid person? So many questions for Roger. What's good? What's happening? Matism says, I injured myself by lifting something heavy and got a profile. A slip that lets leaders know how I injured myself. I am and actually been doing okay. I've been being cautious about what I can. Yeah, man, you gotta be careful. Yeah, again, it's one of those funny things where people are like, a lot of people throw out their back quite easily, and it's like, oh, I got a weak back, or I'm 26 and I feel like I'm 47, and people are like, yeah, it's just cruelty of genetics, and it's like, well, actually, the big reason. I mean, there is something to say for, like, yeah, you could have just ass genetics, that's sure, but I feel like that's kind of a defeatist mentality a little bit, where a lot of the problems, no, actually, it's not defeat. Even people who are just thoroughly wrecked from the odds, you know. Regardless, a lot of, like, if it's weird, it's like a contradictive kind of thought pattern, but it's the idea of, if you're actually getting hurt by something, oftentimes it's not actually the thing that's bad for you. It's a lack of actually it's like a lack of being in that bad state, to some extent. So again, like the idea that you're hurting yourself because of you picked up something heavy isn't the case. It's that you picked up something heavy and you didn't have the stabilization muscles and the joint structure to actually hold that load. You know what I mean? Although, it also could be something genetic, but also it could be a disimbalance in the body and the muscle structure because you sit all day or you do some sort of weird thing and you're overcompensating and it's a mess, the whole mess. Sup, Flup? Says Los Diddy. What's good, Malik? Always good to see you, buddy. How you been? How is you? I've seen you, I haven't seen you in 9 hours. So how you been since then? We need a hero that uses clairvoyance. Like invisibility? or is that the ability to, like, see the future? I think it's the ability to see the future. Roger says, I would say, regarding the story, it could have flushed out a bit more, and though good, it felt rushed. Yeah, I agree with the main story of the game, although I don't know, man, because I do feel like I kind of didn't want to spend a lot more time, like, with Tepe in the bottom tier ranks. You know what I mean? Like, there were certain parts of the story which I would have loved if they were longer. Like, I think they're like, it was one of those anime moments where, like, this woman tries to kill us. We go up to her. We talk to Senora. And then we go into her mind palace. And then we're kind of just like a weird third party in a friend group talking. And I'm like, why don't we want to kill her? She wanted to, like, eviscerate me instantly. What is happening? Also, just not like she hasn't participated in the mass suffering of her people. We're just like, yeah. Like, I mean, we beat her and now she gets a pass. So I'm like, I would have hoped that they would have, like, whittled away that and we would have, like, interacted with her, or, like, there would be this side character, same, like, that was the thing. I know they don't want to overuse tropes, but that was one of the nice things about Zhongli, even though he was kind of like, we don't know why he necessarily did what he did, but we kind of already liked Zhongli, and then we found out that he was the god, you know what I mean? Although some of us seen that coming. Anyway. Ooh, Fluff says, speaking for myself, I definitely have, as Grin says, ass genetics. Okay, so here, I agree. I 100% understand that there are, like, people who just have bad genetics. My hands are 1/8 of what most people have. All right? I got, like, basically a couple bones, a couple bones, not very many hinges and knuckles. All right, but I still find a way to do one of the most strenuous hand things ever. You know what I mean? So there's, as much as I 100% empathize with people being dealt a shorthand or have made a choice in the past that they didn't realize they were making and having to pay that in the future. My only thing is that there's never not an answer. Usually there's something you could do. You know what I mean? And I don't know, man. One of the most, and maybe I'm just a weirdo, but one of the things that like helped me kind of change my life to some extent. If there was ever some sort of weird nonsense that like really helped me get my shit together, I read a book called 6 Pillars of Self-Esteem, I think is what it's called. A very good book. I would highly suggest it, especially for people who feel a little unsure about their emotional states and all these things and why they feel a little uneasy and awkward and all these things. Very good book. But one of the things in the book that the guy said, and I loved it to pieces to this day, it's like my weird white girl quote on Instagram or whatever, but it's the thing of no one is coming to save you. And to me, that is just such a beautiful, beautiful thing. Because when there's some people who hear that and they're like, fuck it, life is the worst, end me. And I'm sure there's people like that, but I feel like a lot of people, man, when you hear that, you're like, well, shit. Well, no one's gonna help? No one. What the fuck you gotta do something. You gotta sure as shit do something. So I don't know, I really like that whole sentiment. So as much as you might have been dealt a shorthand, like my hand, or maybe my brain when I see words it's hard to read, but I just don't think that's any way of like offloading responsibility for a nicer future. I know that's not what you're saying, Fluff. I know you're just saying your personal situation is you're just like me. You were dealt maybe a smaller hand. Now you're having to work around that and improve ever still. And yeah, but I like that word, man. I like it. It sounds a little edgelordy. I'll give you that. No one's coming to save you. All right, let's relax. Calm down. But I don't know. Something nice about that. I forgot to use her E before I went into my alt. Disgusting. Also, you guys may be like, Grin, those slimes are immune to electricity. Are they immune to Shincho's alt and she attacks so fast so that we can quickly throw at her things? Also, I just want to use my new character. So yes, even if none of that was true, I would still fight you on the fact that I will not change, okay? Also, I love in video games where there's like clearly some sort of weird opposition. Oh, I should have waited to get Bennett because our alt's not going to hit as hard. Well, is it though? Is it not gonna hit that hard? I don't know. I love it in like, because this is like our weird, how do I put it? It's like, you know how like in stupid anime there's like an isekai moment and shit where like the guy finds out like a thing that gives him like stupid power and like leverages. I feel like Ball is so much like that, because like it's not like you get better at like shooting a gun, but you're still limited by your ammunition, right? You eventually will run out of bullets. Whereas Ball just enables all of your other characters just to like spew out magic. She's just like a generator bunny that just gives everyone the ability to cycle over and over and over and over again. So you just never don't have your character just full tilt going 100%. And it's funny because a lot of these characters are only meant to like peak and then like go die down, but Ball just keeps them going, man. So good. Yeah, keep going, keep condensing. Raja says, I would say regarding the leaker hunt decree, yes, MiHoYo has the right to go after leakers, but I do think it's good. But do I think it's good for them? No, leaks equal hype. Yeah, that's a fair argument too. I think again, I don't think it's like legally, but I think that's the thing that people are going at, is like how no one's questioning, like no one knows what the fuck anything. Like, you ever look at a goddamn court document and not want to kill yourself? You know what I mean? Where you're like, I just feel like a worthless human being. What is this? What is this conversation happening? I am woefully unprepared. Out of all the people that could screw you out of money, it's definitely lawyers, because you are just hopeless. There are so many ways for people to fuck you in the law. So I don't think anyone's arguing that like MiHoYo legally isn't within their realm of execution in order to actually, you know, rein in the leakers. I think to the extent of the punishment that they're doing for breaking an NDA and like genuinely trying to ruin people's lives, especially when they're like a 17-year-old kid who's just like playing an online game in China or Japan, and decides to be like, oh, I want to participate in this thing because I think it's cool, and then they're just like, yeah, we're gonna wreck your whole life. It's like, what? He's like a fan of your shit. I mean, it just seems like a lot. So that I don't think is morally good. And generally speaking, I'm kind of like, I'm the same as you, Raja, in the sense that like my biggest hindering thing against Mihoyo's actions is a lack of excitement for the future, i.e. hype. And also me not thinking that Mihoyo facilitating hype as a monolith, as this kind of like huge corporate entity, I don't think they can do it to the extent in which it feels like a community can do it. So like it feels good when you're talking about like this cool thing with your friend, and he doesn't know about it, and the guy over there doesn't know about it, but you two know about it, and it feels cool, and then maybe you want to bring him into it. So then you go over there and you talk about it with him, then you make friendships, and you make like people come together in this whole weird soup of excitement. Whereas if it's just like, here's a roadmap, I feel like you're gonna get some excitement, but then give it two weeks, and people are gonna know what's happening, and they're still gonna want those specific detail nuggets of like, okay, what does Toma skills look like? What does that look like? So you eventually get hungry again. You eventually want to get more. So unless they're really aware of like the general aspect of the Genshin community, which I don't think the people who are making these decisions are, or otherwise I think they would just be like, you know what, this beast is feeding itself. Let them have it, you know? But we'll see. Again, my whole thing is, let's see what happens. I could be a crazy person. I just want to see what happens, you know what I mean? Roger says the fact that leakers I lost it. Give me a second, god damn it. The face of leaks may change, but the leakers themselves are eternal. You cannot defeat leakers by going directly after them. You can only devalue by leakers by providing proper road. Yeah. Although, man, the roadmap to me is like, people keep saying roadmaps. I think, like, what happens when it's a week away from the roadmap? You know what I mean? I think there's something about the like community on the ground, passing back information, getting excited, that is so intuitive for the community. I don't know. I could be wrong. Again, I think the roadmap's a great idea, but I just don't know what happens after the roadmap's been out there for 2 weeks and everyone's kind of like, so we're just waiting. And we have images, but we don't have videos. And then leakers like, you want some videos? I got some videos for you. Come look over here. You know what I mean? You're like, oh fuck. That's why I ain't a princess that waits for Prince Charming to come and save me. I fight to get what happened. What is this referring to? What is this? Sekri says, for me, the story was really good. Also, Matism says, oh, Grin, have you played Scarlet Nexus yet? It's like Code Vein in your Automata. I heard about it on Matism. I haven't played it just yet. What is this referring to? Sekri says, that's why I ain't princess. That waits for Prince Charming to come and save me. I fight to get what. Okay, that's, okay. Is that referring to like no one is coming to save you? Yeah, I think it's sick. Lone Syndicate says, Lone Syndicate says, I like the story. Only thing I didn't like, they didn't show the Mermaid Girl and what she's about. They kind of ran by the Mermaid Girl's plot a little bit. She did seem like she was like a child general, like where she's like, they put me in charge. What are they fucking thinking? What the fuck? I am a baby. Okay, what is your problem? And going back to Criminal Hero, it's more like predicting enemy attacks for easier dodge to make easier defeat enemies. Okay. What's good, Chloe? Chloe says, hello everyone. Always good to see Chloe. How's your night been? How was you went out yesterday, something like that. How was that? Fluff says, I mean, it's not like I haven't been working on self-improvement in the past year, but my low metabolism and male pattern baldness starts mid high school for me. Genetics and other factors had left me demotivated. No, that's another thing, Fluff. Like that's like the brain chemistry aspect. Like genetics, one of the biggest things where genetics does is completely win in some cases is your mind. Although there's always an example of a person who is dealt an even worse card than you and still fights to see the light, you know what I mean, and still fights to try. And I don't think you need to win all the time. I think that's the faulty there, but you at least need to say, I'm willing to try, because if I don't, then if the premise is no one is coming to save me, then I'm just going to drown. So I need to start dog paddling or need to start fighting in any way, shape, or form, you know? But I understand the sense of feeling demotivated and stuff like that. I can totally empathize with that, yeah. Roger says, I concur. Corporation directions can never trump grassroots effort. I agree, Roger. Speak the truth. Love that. Anyway, but yeah. God damn you, I always hate when they throw one quick thing at me. I'm so used to Zhongli basically being my lifeblood. We'll do quickly, screenshot this. Okay, because otherwise it's going to do no damage. It's going to do no damage, it's real bad. Also, I probably should use Shincho last. I think he has quite a short cooldown, but he's also the whole reason why we're able to do damage to these slimes. Oh, come on! Also, the Catchman looks so good aesthetically. Oh, this is kind of a waste. Let's do this. Give me my particles, goddamn you! This! Quickly, this! Now, please don't die. Oh, you hit me, okay. That's not good. Well, actually, no, never mind. We have our alt. How do we have our alt again? What? Oh, I guess we killed 3 big bosses and they gave us their big energies cube thing, or spark. I'm going to use a condensed resin, and yes. Also, Lone City, did I need to back out in order for you to join my world? Because if that's the case, I apologize for just leaving you on red, essentially. I'm so sorry. Also, if you're hesitating to join my world to take my pearls, you could, that sounded weird, the whole sentence anyway. You could do it. The reason why I was like hesitant, but then I wasn't, is because like we were destroying that domain pretty fast. So and it's weird because like Ball actually does well with a little bit of resistance. So if an enemy drops dead by just one cast of her ult, you're not able to generate particles for your team. So there is some argument for like maybe you shouldn't have like your ult built too much because she can get a little rough. Also, let's do this and jump over here. Give me some of this. Primo Gems, we'll spend a little bit. Jump over here. Boom. We'll buy all these. We can do 2 more runs. How much do we have? Real quick, sorry. I'm just going to take a little bit of selfish time. We need 4. Can I make that right now? So I don't have to keep going with this? 4. Hellish Masks. I don't think I'll ever use these for anything else again, so we'll just try to convert as many as we can. We have 2, maybe 4. Oh, wow. That's actually amazing. It never happens. Anyway. Oh, we have an abundance. We should have stopped farming for a while ago. I think we have enough. Ugh. Let's see. Do we have enough skull helmet things? That we do, my brothers. So then what should we go farm? Oh, talent books. There we go. Talent books. Ba, 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 da. Yes. Oh, Roger says, I could see it now. Leakers be like, we got everything you need. Raw footage, skill demonstration, and the entire 9, yes, all of it. They're like, come on. It's like, who's gonna give you trouble? Who's gonna know you got a VPN? Something. Breathe also, goddamn. Let's keep going, boom. Fluff says, as for the latest leaker quilling, one thing that MiHoYo could do is provide more advanced information, primarily what sort of farming we need for upcoming. I've heard this immensely too. I think this is like, what is that? What is, oh, it's gravity just saying no. Okay, huh. Anyways, yeah, I've heard this before. I think it's all of that sounds great. Like a roadmap, good shit. When they show a character and they release her like character profile, well, maybe hopefully before that, because that's like a week before release, they'll show you the resources that you need to farm and all that stuff. Again, I feel like there is a human element that will fuck up as soon as like we get like a weekend. You know what I mean? Like there is something to like, again, like the idea that like when a game. And this is what I think of when I think of Skyrim. Like, Skyrim was a great game, but but for whatever reason, if it didn't have the glitches at launch for enchanting that like kind of broke the game, and there was so many videos and like community like channels just fucking got 100,000 subscribers instantly because they were like showing you weird glitches, and they were showing you how to find this quest, and they were showing you how to like share a Gorath and this whole crazy shit. If there wasn't that like YouTube community kind of trickling or like need where people had to go and interact with videos, and then there's comments and social elements in those videos so that they end up kind of feeling like they're a part of this weird thing, this weird happening, that enhances like the community draw to it, and the human element to this thing's overall success. So I don't know, when I think of like MiHoYo doing these things, I just don't know if, again, like corporation kind of giving you information is going to be as good as like a third party goofy website that was made by fans for fans, and he's going to give everything that the fans want. And instead of learning that, like, oh, okay, let's learn from the fan website and actually implement some of these things to our website, because that's traffic that we could be getting, and that's good ideas, and they took our game, so why not take their ideas as well and make something overall better? I don't know if that's going to be solved by, you know, having information about how to prepare for characters. I don't think that addresses the issue of like this feeling of everything being kind of connected and people having this universal discussion. I think what will happen is MiHoYo will release a track record. Every content creator will be like, look guys, they're listening, they're doing what we want, and then what happens in 2 weeks? You may hear like on the stream, like, yeah, guys, I'm super excited for Thomas, or I'm super excited for this like this shadow outline of a big brute looking tall character, like a big muscular body type kind of archetype within Genshin. I'm so excited, can't wait to go for him. But you know, we don't know his scaling, we don't know anything about him, because that's the thing. I think they'll give you an inch, but they won't let you take a mile, especially with the way they've handled leaks. And people want a fucking mile, especially when you're bored out of your goddamn mind and you're like, what the hell do I do? So I haven't heard people address those concerns. I've heard people say like, well, they could like, it's with a higher pitched voice always. They're like, well, this seems like a bad route, but you know, I want to stay in MiHoYo's good graces, which I feel, I get that. I have nothing, I want MiHoYo to flourish and succeed. But also I can't lie. I can't, like, when they start like morally compromising my values about what I feel about business and all these things, and I feel like I kind of gotta, I don't know, I just feel weird about it. You know what I mean? Like when they released a skin that cost $20 and it was a fucking not even a 5-star skin supposedly, and I was just like, that seems excessive. that seems like a nuts prospect to me, and I hope no one pays for that and feeds the beast. But lo and behold, a lot of content creators bought that up day one. So you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. But again, I like the fact that MiHoYo is getting supported. I just don't like that we're supporting, like, you feed the beast and the beast will give you more of what it offered you prior to you feeding it. So yeah, like a bad lesson learned. May I join? Can you not join, Lone Syndicate? You can join. Will it not just tell me right now, or do I have to back out of this in order to do it? Also, let me catch up on. Well, maybe I should wait. Lone Syndicate says, also, Grand, not sure if I told you, but Kumiko reminds me of Chica from Love is War. Oh, really? Okay. I feel like Chica's a weird fuck. She's a weird girl, which is her charm, of course. Also, Chloe says, I went out to the bar on Friday night. Yeah, it was fun. Nice. Hopefully you didn't drink too much. Hopefully your kidneys are, you know, thanking you today. Or maybe upset at you still. Pluff says, nor am I saying... Okay, I gotta get to my chat. Give me a second. Lone Syndicate, if you happen to join right at this moment, I am so sorry. Big version of my face. Alt tab out of the game because you can't put it in bordered mode. Nor am I saying it isn't far worse hands dealt with my own, but I can never experience a life outside of my own. That's fair. And they will never experience mine. It's a never as simple answer, but I'm trying to do better. No, Fluff, I think you're doing fantastic, and that's why I'm so happy every time you tell me, like, and that's the thing. I'm not sure if you're the same way, but I feed off of people like giving a shit. Like man, I cannot tell you how much of a disheartening, like, if I could pull one thing out of my life that I was like genuinely wish I didn't have to put up with, like a level of suffering that I thought I just hated, was I was always in classes because I had learning disabilities, just had really hard time learning things, and I was always in classes where people just were in like the learning disability class but didn't need to be there at all. They were just lazy people who just didn't care. Like the minute that they applied themselves is the minute they fucking shot up past me, and me who was trying my hardest you could only get a mile or an inch, and they fucking took a mile all the time whenever they did try. But they just never tried. So to me, that aspect of just, but I'm trying, that's all you need to do. And that's the thing that, like, if I just see anybody who gives a shit, who cares, even in the slightest bit, that's enough fucking like juice to send me to the moon. You know what I mean? Like, that's why, like, I rarely cry when things are, like, absurdly sad. I usually cry when things are, like, it's a person pushing through adversity or trying or giving a shit. That's when I start falling apart as a man. I just start being like, I can't handle it. So I love to hear all that, my friend. So I hope you keep going. And keep finding your way, Roger. Keep me posted, because I may need to use some of those answers that you may find. Roger says, it is so. I am C6 coming so, and with my circle questions, my sanity. Okay, jeez. Lunchkid says, I am helping my friend. I'll be there. Okay, gotcha. Fluff says, I'm sure. I can say her name. I just need to say it once. Kokomi. There we go. Kokomi. I am sure Kokomi will be another case of Ganyu or Eula, where she's shit on by the community leading up to release, and then being significantly better than her and then downplay. Yeah, I feel like that too. I feel like they like, if you can't nerf a character's like crit without giving them like equal something, whatever that is. I do wonder how they're gonna make healing like so fucking juicy and viable. I don't know. Like, if you could share her raiment, that would be huge. Like her scarf thing, that would be massive. Like, I would totally see the value of her character. But as far as I know, you can't. But that's also leak nonsense. So maybe you can. Maybe that's the way at like the last minute they tweak her and they're like, guess what, bitch? You're gonna want her because this can increase your attack by a shit ton. Just by also, it looks fucking aesthetic as hell. Anyway. Also, the main reason sites like Honey Hunter is being targeted is due to their beta category. Yeah. Every other category who's not participating in the leaks. Again, but my whole thing is that, like, why do people like leaks? Why do people feel the need to look at them in general? Why does Honey Hunter want to put them there? I'm sure they get bombarded by people being like, please, you know? Matism, you sick fuck. Okay, what? Oh, I still haven't. Why is the push-ups out of stock? I must have it like the cooldown on like an eternity for like accidentally. Shit, I gotta fix that. If you guys remind me of that at the end of the stream, I'll do that. Forgive me if I forget. Yes, I agree, Fluff. If they say add like enemies where they do dot damage and goes through shields like the new Spiral Abyss, people will need to heal like Chi-Chi and kill. Yeah, although I would feel like that's some bullshit though. Like I wouldn't be okay with that, because to me, like, that feeds into the problem in some way, as like what people are worried about when it comes to certain 5-stars. Like why MiHoYo shouldn't in some cases nerf characters is because if you have the expectation of that character performing and they don't, then that can get real messy really fast. So like if you, again, just nerfing in any game where like you spend a good bit of money to get an experience and then there's no longer that experience because they nerfed it after you just spent a bunch of money to get that experience. Maybe MiHoYo isn't within their right to do that, but I think at the very least it will make people be like, okay, well then I'm not gonna wish for them until, yeah. So if you wish your ass off to get Zhongli to get a really good like defense character, and now you can no longer get that, I feel like people will be like people will be less incentivized to wish. I think that's my take on that. So if they do make it so that like Zhongli is less powerful, I feel people will be like, well then why the fuck am I playing Zhongli? You know what I mean? Or like, why did I wish my ass off to get Zhongli? As if he can just get like basically just completely plucked out of the meta in some cases. And maybe that'd be people being hyperbolic, but I think that's also what you just hear throughout the whole time. This is what I hate, when there's not a good enough reason to use your alt. Where you're sitting there like, oh, I guess I'll just farm shit and particles, I guess. I don't know. This is where, like, maybe if you invested in boba, this would be helpful. Throw a boba and actually tear down somebody. Chloe says, I never drank too much. I'm super healthy, right? Those memes are deceiving then, Chloe. Raja says, I would say MiHoYo went after Honey Impact solely to make as statements. That what better way to send a message than to go after one of the most well-known sources of leaks? Yeah, but also I know, like, I feel like they kind of made a mistake with that. Because a lot of people, like, I feel like a lot of content creators that I know are really... They try to make it very, like, how do I put it? They're like, they always give MiHoYo a great deal of the benefit of the doubt, which is, I think, good. But even them, they're like, Honey Hunters is not just leaks, man. Like, this is incredibly helpful. This is like the #1 website for all Genshin things. Like, I could see you being like, take down the leaks or we're gonna sue your ass. I could see that, but the fact that they're like, no, all of your shit is fucked. you fuck with us, we're gonna kill you. It's like, wow. So, even certain videos I've seen this big, people are like, I mean, I get it. And also, I think the Honey Hunters guy was antagonizing MiHoYo to some extent, so there's a lot there, but I don't know much. So yeah. Fluff says devs and publishers have their rights to protect their properties, as shitty as it may be, and many decisions like this often have underlying plans of we're shutting down this because we have, boom, the resources coming soon, like Blizzard shutting down private class WoW servers before announcing official ones. Yeah, but that also seems weird. It almost seems like you're using the community's ideas without, like, repaying the other community members. You know what I mean? Like, that's the weird thing when people are like, MiHoYo is, or like, people are making money off of leaks and whatnot. But also, again, this is my whole thing, but I feel like Genshin would not have been where it is, would not have survived, like, players staying on the ship and not abandoning ship, if there wasn't, like, information about this new waifu, this new husband, or what their kit could be. Oh my god, did you hear? Because it's always a thing, it's always a question of, if you don't want to see it, largely you could not see it. If you are subscribed to a channel that does spoil things from you, you probably would unsubscribe and then not get spoiled anymore. And yeah, but there's an argument for maybe you could get, like, algorithm fucked by seeing, like, other related content, but yeah. But again, I think that's against a practice, not the sum whole of the thing, you know. But also, I'm not sure if, like, I get the, like, official server. I don't know if MiHoYo made, like, a utility asset, if it would be as good as, or again, it would have a different thing to it. Like, I'm not gonna go through it again, but, like, it's the whole, like, ground roots community playing back and forth and telling each other, because it's not just like, people don't just want information, people want to, like, talk about information together and to create kind of like a place to where they can hang out and get excited together. Whereas if it's all like this massive resource table like wiki, I mean, the wiki exists and it's good, but why do people go to Honey Hunters? What would that be? Is it only for leaks, or is it because the way it's formatted is more intuitive for the community and how the people like it? And it's also like kind of a side resource that only a few knew about at first, so it became like a nice little kind of niche thing. So then every content creator kind of advertised it. Also, it's like, how the hell do I prepare for characters? This is kind of how you do it. So yeah, there's a little bit more weird things at play there, like things that people wouldn't consider that I think like make a difference, there's an effort there, there's something there, basically. I don't know if that's like as necessary as I'm thinking it could possibly be. I think though it's pretty damn necessary, but I could be wrong. Again, it's one of my things where I'm like, you know what, who knows? We'll see. I've clearly made my opinion pretty obvious, and I've said it for over the last couple months. We'll see. Also, you rat bastard. Fucking shit. Boba, do your thing. We'll do this. We'll do this. We'll do this. Please die from this. Cut. Easily. Boom. Also, apparently you guys you were doing like dimensional slashes that did like stupid damage. This is the bad part, man. When they start getting hops. It's like, shit, Overload. Can we chill out? Can we stop it for a minute? Oh, it's not up yet. God damn you both. That's not up yet either. I should level up Bennett's E, because it's just like, it's all I find, like, especially in this team comp, I'm like, I just need some sort of burst of damage to knock down some sort of asshole. And also, Bennett's E comes back so fast to where you're like, you can actually genuinely like switch to Bennett, hit, and be good, you know? Oh, Roger says, it is so that healing could only be made more viable by devaluing shields for a decree. Okay, and thus the appearance of enemies that can bypass them by a unique mechanic. Yeah, I see what you guys are saying, but I just think, to me, like, I would rather them. Because again, it's you start getting in a gacha game where you're spending money for an experience, and then they take away that experience or stuff like that. I mean, maybe there's an argument for like, well, you've had plenty of time to have this experience, you know. So maybe there's an argument there, but But I don't know. I feel like I would my thing is I would much rather have them give you overhealing. So like for a character like Barbara who just heals the shit, for a character like Chi-Chi, for them to heal a shit at you, why not just same as a shield, except not really because it's not as instant and gratifying. And if you already have a Zhongli, he's already going to be good and taken care of. If you already have a Diona, she's already going to be good and taken care of. But if you have Chi-Chi who overheals you, if they added that stat into the game, I think that'd be significantly more fun, and also would give credence to a character that can deal damage whilst healing your entire team. And overhealing, if you guys know what overhealing, by the way, it is, it's basically just healing past your mass capacity, so it would basically double your health, maybe at a capacity of double whatever your base health is. And then it would slowly start ticking down every like half second. So if you had like, but it would be by a percentage, so it wouldn't be by like a number of a stat. So it would be like 1 loss of health per second of overhealed health. That way people wouldn't get like, what the fuck happened to my shield character, you know? But again, there's characters that would just become immortalized, like Diona would become better than Zhongli in some cases, outside of debuffing, I suppose, but yeah. But yes, whole bunch of nonsense complications. I don't know, I've kind of like completely given up to some extent on MiHoYo balancing things. So I'm kind of like, you know what? I don't know, dude. I don't know. My main thing is I'm just like, I really hope within 2.3 they give us some sort of like event that's just a fucking like gluttonous bastard that you just need to devote like tons of shit to doing and to getting, you know. So like it's a long like kind of like the tree that we have to invest in within Inazuma, except it's really just like that's a little bit less what I want, because it's, you can't really invest in it, you know, you can't really go for it and get it. Also, we need to fight samurai people, but it's kind of hard. I don't even know where the hell there they are. It's like, yeah, you can't like farm specifically these kinds of people, it feels like. Well, you can, but it's a nightmare. It's what I'm getting at. Anyway, Fluff says, playing devil's advocate here, or simply being a hopeful optimist. If MiHoYo burns its community without a salvation, you mean, of their own to keep us around. Burn community. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, if MiHoYo basically fucks over the community without giving them something to replace the like the emptiness that's like the void. They need to fill the void if they're going to replace something. We'll see. Because sometimes MiHoYo's decisions doesn't like. Yeah, sometimes they're like, yeah, I get what you're doing. Other times it's like, it feels like there's a very bitter person at the top of MiHoYo who's like, you know what? No. Excuse me? Fuck you. And you're like, God, Jesus Christ, what's your problem? It'll be a notable loss, but the massive success of the game won't see a major dip. WoW is the same, and even with a lot of recent major faults, they still have millions of active players. Yeah, no, I can see that too. Like, yeah, like as much as like the game has so much success at this point, and as long as they keep giving you like updates, people will just be like, eventually people's like hope for what kind of game Genshin could be will just dissolve. Will just dissolve. It'll just be like, okay, well, you know, it's just kind of a game that, like, you know, it's like a mobile game. You know, every couple weeks, I see a video pop up on my feed that says, hey, there's a new event, go do it real quick, and I get some primo gems, and when I see a character I like, I'll like it. But also, I think that will significantly lessen the monetary intake of MiHoYo, because right now, people play so that they can get primos, so they can get the new characters, so that they can feel like they're connected to the community. So if they still feel like there's like, they already have 60 characters, they're kind of done with the whole like, yeah, I have a lot of characters, you know what I mean? Like there's not every person is a person who loves the waifu game, alright, or the husbando game. It's fun, but eventually you're like, what can I do with my waifu or husbando? You know what I mean? Those are the answers needing to be answered, I think. Or those are questions, sorry, needing to be answered. Fluff says, it likely won't be as good as a community driven thing, nor is it as heavily handed a punishment doing any good look. Yeah, that said, the sort of thing has been done by a majority of the successful companies, etc. And justifiable controversy, people will keep playing, and more importantly, MiHoYo. Yeah, see, that's the thing. The paying, though, to me is, I'm curious, because if you look at MiHoYo's charts, outside of them releasing 2 amazing characters with a stacked banner, their monetary sales for their banners were going down and down and down, and even with Inazuma, with the much awaited Ayaka and Yoimiya, their banners were still going on the decrease. But of course, recently they popped back up because they were like, what if we just give you a really like stacked banner? What happens then? Holy shit! So that's why I'm very excited for hopefully Ganyu's banner. Hopefully it's like geared to the teeth, because Ganyu's banner was actually not a very like spicy banner. Didn't sell well at first. I think her, yeah, no, people regret it, but it didn't sell well. Also, by not selling well, I mean it didn't make $1 billion or whatever. So, you know, take that with a grain of salt. I feel like I got a hair in my mouth. I don't like it. I didn't get it. What? Yuck! Gah. Also, that was definitely my hair. My hair is like coarse, like a thorn. It's super fucking dense. Anyways, yuck. Matism says, did he just say brush teeth in the shower meme? What? What did I say? What happened? Fluff says, seeing as nearly every new Inazuma character offers a new way to play and build teams, the true co-op will continue to work, but not everyone started at launch. Kamiko coming out has ended. Yeah, it's true. That's a good point. I should have been more respectful to people who are just getting into the game. That's fair. Yeah, people could just be getting into the game. People who don't have these characters. Yeah. Although they keep doing reruns, so I don't know. I feel like, yeah. I didn't mean to do that. I fucking hate that I'm so bad with my habits. Go. Oh my goodness, you rickety wrecked me. What happened? Ah. Oh, God damn it. This is the worst. Also, I don't know why I said that so strangely. I need to fucking go make eggs. I haven't had the ability to survive my people, and all I have is cool companion food. All right? Their love and affection. You know what? It was the pain in the ass to come up here. Also, I'm pretty sure I'm dead. I'm dead twice. Where's the fucking... There's... God damn it. Never mind. Fluff says, in full, in some manner. To fill in some, yeah, a niche to fill in some, yeah. I definitely think it makes sense that, like, again, they're like, not every person has these characters. Although, again, man, the thing is like, if you're, like, again, I don't know. Do you guys think that Kamiko or whatever her name is, do you think she's gonna be better than Bennett? So that's my thing. Is like, in every banner, they have the ability eventually to put in a character that is the best. And right now at endgame, if you want to have like the easiest time of the game, you need a Bennett. Boom. Doesn't matter constellations. Shinsho, it doesn't matter. With the new domain that they just added that increases elemental rank or elemental recharge scaling with your ult, doesn't matter. You have a great character now. And you can slot in, and if you have a Diona as well, now you have two amazing healers, Bennett on one team, Diona on the other. You have Shinsho. Everyone has Shang Ling. So like, if it's a question of I need characters to progress, then I don't know if it makes sense, or I don't know if that's like the meta. Like you could just purely want because of aesthetic value and whatnot, but as far as like the need, I don't know. And I don't know if choices should be made based on the want instead of the maybe need, you know? Especially when you're just getting into the game. Like, I'm sorry, like, well, I'm not sure. Maybe, yeah, if you like a character, you should get, if you like to look at a character, you should get them. But yeah, if you're like, I wanted, like, getting a good team could get you more Primo Gems, could get you more 5 stars in the future, you know, or just characters in the future, weapons in the future, whatever it could be, you know? I just don't know if that's the path that most people take on the pursuit to get characters within Genshin. I feel like a lot of the characters that are like necessary are not 5 stars, weirdly enough. Like the only one that I can think of that is like, if you could choose from all the 5 stars and I had to tell you to choose from one, it would weirdly be what's his name? It wouldn't be Ganyu, weirdly enough, because Ganyu could get replaced by another DPS that's fantastic. Also, that's unnecessary to do as much damage as she does. Although she just does so many things right that she's desirable. But I would say Kazuha. If I could tell you guys out of all the 5 stars to get for a new player, or even a good player who's been playing for a long time, I'd say go Kazuha. Kazuha buffs up everyone's damage like crazy, gives you stupid AoE, and also gives you like a fun movement ability. And also just seems like a character that I haven't heard one person play that didn't love him playing. Yeah. Oh, also, I'm gonna go stop by and make some food real quick. Also, before you leave, Lone Syndicate, can I jump in your teapot and grab your rocks? I feel like a crazy person always. Roger says, also Roger, by the way, my friend, you do not have to worry about any sort of spelling errors. I cannot spell worth a shit. I have like grade 4 spelling, so if you ever make any mistakes, know that I love you. I still think you're great. My opinion of you only is on cloud 9 all the time, okay? So don't feel like you need to be perfect here by any means. But I also understand the idea of like you wanting to like make things feel tidy. I'm the same way. If I see something like a spelling error, I'm like, ugh, and I'll go quickly change it. But here, know that you're the only one feeling that. No one else is feeling that way. Okay. And I only say that because I have that same thing where I'm like, oh god. It would be nice if they tweaked the system so that heals would offer a buff depending upon the amount of overhealed type overheal. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I could see that. That'd be awesome. Yeah, any sort of like it'd be cool. I don't think you can nerf shit in the game. I think that's a big issue because if you pay for an experience and you don't get it, you're just gonna fucking burn a consumer essentially. But you could very well be like, okay, well, what if there's a different way, or like we mass incentivize or revalue a different character set? And that's the funniest thing, man. Everyone I knew very much undermined Changling, but then they released one artifact set that made everyone be like, oh fuck, if you have this character, you should absolutely build her. Absolutely. If you have fucking Bido, you should absolutely build her. So in the future, they may add like an artifact that makes your healer do like mass healing for your whole team and give you overhealing. But that would kind of shoehorn them into like only being good at overhealing. You know what I mean? And that could be a good artifact for Bennett and all of these things as well. So what am I doing, by the way? Oh, I need to go cook something. So we're gonna go into my beautiful, amazing, fantastical house. You guys are gonna shit your pants when you see it. You've seen it before, I think so. Anyways, amazing! It's incredible. It's eggs. Eggs. We have 2,000 eggs. I need to get a life. Anyways. Listen, I like my life actually. It's quite content, and I'm quite calm by it. I enjoy it. Don't come for me, all that. I'll go 80. Let's make 80. Well, maybe we should make 20. That's fine. Let's just be done with it. Let's 90. We'll go a little bit above and beyond. Boom. I hope, Diana, we had 9 bonus. Feels bad. Anyways, we made a 90. We got 9. That is the most failure you could possibly have. Okay, now, let's go fight some enemies. I think there was one over here, right? I think it's easier to fly down. Oh, Lone Singers, a teapot is always open. Hell yes. Where are we going? The friends list. I forgot to do that. This? Yes. Request to join teapot. Oh. Genshin is bound to follow the fate of most mobile games and gacha games, just with a large and steady player base available sorely. Yeah, I can see that. That's what people are worried about. People are like, come on, you're almost there. You can just give us, like, fucking give us more resin and give us some sort of thing to progress in. Also, throw in some community options like guilds and shit, and then we'll be done. Like, literally. It's not like we're like, I don't think Mahoyo's like, we don't want to fuck it up. Okay. So where's your chubby monkey? Where is he? Oh, he's right there. Thank you also for having this in your teapot. So nice. All I know is Kimiko is that she provides purpose to gear that she has crit stats. All I know is Kimiko is that she provides purpose to gear that doesn't have crit stats. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So you think you're just gonna hit hard like on a base? Oh, I guess that could work if you're gonna weirdly build her for like high base damage, and potentially, who knows, Toma, who knows, could be a person who applies fire and can cause vaporize. That may be a playstyle, because if she's, I think her raiment is just gonna give her a shit ton of damage, right? I don't know how much. I don't think it's gonna be. Well, it could be crazy. I don't know. I have no idea. It's one of those. I feel like this is. Oh, never mind. It's hard to explain. Anyways, basically, you can go back to a video of us first taking down Child within our weird Genshin series on the channel, where I was like, guys, I'm absolutely in love with this character. This is the first character I may wail on. And then I was like, well, I kind of wanted to play some melee gameplay. I didn't want to just play, you know, just the basic bitch stuff that we've been playing. I want to play some melee gameplay. And then I made a choice to go for Xiao instead of Ganyu. But also it was that her banner wasn't that good either. So that was one of the reasons why I was like, okay, well, I'm just starting out. I want to be careful with my pre-mode, so I went against that. And it was a mistake. It was not good. Can I jump into your teapot and grab your rocks? Sounds like you asking for consent to me. Usually I'm good about hearing stuff like that, Fluff. I did not hear that one. And then the follow-up is Love Syndicate saying, teapot is always open. What's good, Gred? I'm gonna call you Red. Red says, honestly, the only 5-star I really want is Mona. I have been trying to get her for a year now. She is my favorite character. Really? I lucked out. Oh fuck, guys! I forgot to do this last time we played Genshin. Or what does that do? Oh, I want to show you. I got Mona, but I haven't leveled her up though yet. But she is definitely a great character. I just have not leveled her up. She's here in the trenches. Little old Mona. She does seem great. I feel like all I need to do is level her up to like 70, and I got so many of these artifact set, man. This artifact set, I'm just cooking. Like, geez Louise. And all of them are pretty good. That one's got crit damage. That one's got crit rate. Some of these aren't great. Some of these aren't that great. But this one, like we got, look at that, crit damage. You can't see it. Shit. Look at that. Bang, bang. Crit damage, crit rate. That was okay. That was not good. Where's, maybe it's, what about these? Crit rate, crit energy recharge. Jeez, we're fine. Basically, the point is we're killing it. Okay. Also, let's see, ladies and gentlemen. All I really want is fucking sacrificial sword for Shincho. Nope. No, Shincho? I think that's right, Shincho. We're gonna open. Wait for it. 3 wishes. Massive. As for me, I have no clue. I wish you luck, Red, on getting Mona. All you need to do is just keep playing the game, getting those Primo Gems, and wishing on the banner. You'll eventually lose a 50-50, and you might get your waifu. Plus, says, as far as me, I have no clue. I had a farm for Garu. I lost the message. God damn it, me, you slow motherfucking reading idiot. Jesus Christ. Or how he'll play, but I am definitely going to get him. Yes, your will for your boy is strong. Fluff. Lone dang, why you need that many eggs? I just haven't made it, and I was sick and tired of not having the instant revive, basically. Kamiko is a healer, so I figure she's HP. Oh, for how you build her? Some would say it's HP. Yeah, it's HP. I think it's almost, I'm most certain it's HP. Yeah. Plus, a Child and Albedo were heavily slept on, yet are still fantastic characters. If you get them, I would likely try to get him for the 3rd banner run. Yes. I don't know, man. As much as I think Child's good, I think he's probably like A. And if you invest a shit ton, he can be an S, but that could be said for everybody. So like if we're talking about like the kit, the general kit of the character, he's a sub DPS. So you'd have to have another DPS made. You know what I mean? Or just have like a weird DPS where like a Shangling, Shenyan, and maybe Bennett or whatever to kind of pop off. But I don't know. To me, the Child cell is hard. Albedo, I could see the value in. But also, I feel like Fluff, Albedo is good but not great until they eventually give you an artifact set that I think will unleash him. I think if they give you an artifact set that's similar to the energy recharge set, except it's for your E, I think that's when Albedo will just become an absolute monster and become amazing. But right now, the fact that your construct can be broken, he just gets chewed up by Oz too hard, and also Bido. in terms of like just generality of damage and such. But I love Albedo, don't get me wrong. I just think, again, he's waiting to be, and I think they will. I'm almost certain they'll do the banner, the Albedo rerun, and then because no one wants Albedo, they're going to give an amazing artifact set that supercharges him. So if anyone's wishing for a side character and happens to get him, so if you're wishing for Garu and you get Albedo, people are like, I wanted Garu, but I got Albedo, but this new artifact set, it's good for Garu and Albedo, or whatever, because this new domain has 2 options. And it's going to be great in that regard, because yeah, I definitely think Albedo and characters kind of like him are in need of that kind of like huge, like some way of amplifying your E. And hopefully it's like building stacks and then you use your E or something like that. I don't know, I don't know. I don't know how you make an artifact set that scales him the hell up. But I hope that he would get that when his banner comes out. Let's see, a single pull. I want a sacrifice sword. Nothing. I think we're getting well, no, probably not that close to pity, honestly. Disgusting. Bow. Slingshot. Again. Single shot. Sacrificial sword. I can't speak. Also, Lone Syndicate says, I want Albedo Grin. What you talking about? Yeah, man, I don't know. I feel like you may be a weird, one of the few, because I feel like a lot of people, like, I like Albedo. I'm happy I went on him. He, to me, is like the epitome of like a firecracker. Like, he just constant, like, he weirdly is more of a firework than Yoimiya, where like everything's crackling and sparking around you. It's beautiful. Good shit, but yeah. Red says, grats for your Mona, man. I keep getting Jeans and Chi-Chi. I mean, Chi-Chi's yikes, but Jean not bad, man. Jean's pretty solid. Can be a DPS, can be everything else in between, but I get you. I know Mona can just like amplify your damage and also looks pretty aesthetic, so I get you. I feel you. I wish you luck, my friend. I bet you can do it. How you been thinking about, how you feeling about Genshin? How you feeling about 2.3? Or are you gonna personally, are you excited for what's to come currently? Are you excited for your Mermaid waifu, Red? It says, Mona, aka Bubble Waifu, be popping the bubble on these enemies. The no skill multi-kill, as I like to put it. What? What happened? I don't know. I completely didn't understand. I know it was a good sentence. I checked out halfway reading. Flo says, after Leeway Archon quest, you unlock the means for the T. Oh yeah. Did someone ask that? I did not see it. Let's do one more. You ready? Getting a little splurgy on us. Alright, that sounded horrible. Didn't think about it when I said it. Anyways, boom, come on, sacrifice sword. Nothing. Alright, you know what? I don't want to look at you anymore. Get away from me. I'm over it. I'm in a club. Alright, we'll do another 3 push on Friday. I hate it. I hate it and I love it. It's just crazy when I see these videos of people just being like, I'm gonna pull, like, a person has every character ever and they're like, we're just gonna pull cuz, and I'm like, what? Like, what are you doing? It's like the equivalent of burning money. I don't know, man. Like, at least wish on a fucking person in your community's channel, which they do oftentimes, but I don't know. I'm like, man, you already have, like, you're at a loss. You only need 1 character in this banner that you can get 5 from, and you're already max constellation in all of them. Insanity. But also, do what you want. I don't know, I'm not here to control you. I'm just saying, geez Louise. People be crazy out here. Also, I understand why they do it, because it's like this, it like weirdly pays for itself. It's like gets you more viewers, more subscribers, all that stuff. Where the hell is this person? I guess they despawned because I didn't have the means to kill them. Feels bad. I also need to kill those guys, so let's stop by there and kill them. Why are they like spawning in? That's very weird. Also, I'll go for you guys first. Bennett, this, some of this. The game is pretty quiet. Probably should turn it up more. And no, it's not great. It's not great, honestly. We wouldn't need Bennett to go into the next encounter. When I get balls alt fully up, and when I finally build Shangling, Bennett's never gonna not have us all because she's gonna generate particles, and it's gonna be great. Oh, my body, body's falling apart on stream. Quickly, some of this, some of this. Did you guys take my alt? Or no, maybe I just didn't have it. Yikes, disgusting. Here we go, some of this. And you're all gonna be dead, right? No, you're good, you stayed alive. Someone is out of range, good. All right, well, that wasn't enough juice to be worth a squeeze, unfortunately. But Is there more over here? Or is that, or were they just like weirdly being pulled away from their spawn? I guess that one. Enemies. Did we already get one that spawn, like that tells us where the hell it is? I don't know. This? Oh, it says it's here. Maybe I just flew by it, I guess. I wonder why I didn't show up on the map. Oh, also, yeah, Lone Syndicate knows your pain red. He's got 4 jeans. Although Lone Syndicate also was saying the jean's great. So, like, I know maybe that's what she is. She hears you complimenting her, and she's like, okay, all right. I see you. Lone Syndic's like, no, please do not see me anymore. Look away, please. Is it right here? No, is it above here? Right? Where the fuck? I don't mean to swear. It's a lot. It's excessive, I'll admit. That's the domain. Okay, they're just being assholes. Spawning in. We'll do some of this. Also, does anybody know if Bido, or not Bido, sorry, if what's her name's I's alt, or her E, sorry, if her E counts as like a dimensional slash, or like, so if can her E be screenshotted? Because I know her alt can be, at least I think it can. Could be wrong. I shouldn't use that because that's just a waste. Oh, you have no particles anymore. You should always use your thing first. Anyways. Also, it already auto marks it. Nice. Although sometimes it's a mile away. Less good. Albedo needs a change to his E in order to solve the fragile construct that said I've made it work. Yeah. The fact that his construct can get busted open is pretty shitty, especially for all the like bosses. Raja says, I but chuckled when the community uttered Kamiko cannot be a main DPS, for I shall build her as a main DPS. Alright, Raja. Good luck, my friend. It's like a person who builds physical DPS for Yoimiya, which is to say, crazy people. Crazy people. But I wish you luck on your journey. It's an uphill battle, I would assume, but maybe. Actually, I think she honestly can, but I think that's one of the things that people are like, she can only be this, but I think her raiment is just going to scale up her damage so much. I'm so disinterested in her, though. I have not looked into it, so do not take my word for it. I have no idea. Oh, I do want the things that drop from you, though. The guards. Only one that time. Gross. Not that much. Hate it. Some of this. See, this is the thing that sucks. This is where, like, Razor's peak and Yoimiya, or I sucks ass. Because you're waiting for enemies to spawn, but you're like, I can't use all my alts on just this one-ass enemy. Shit. But also, if you had Bennett build for as like a DPS as well, you might be able to pop off. Fluff says, I got 10 friendship with Albedo, first character name card for me, and I likely won't change it unless Yai Miko or Garu have more aesthetically pleasing cards. Let me see. How do you see your cards? Change name card. Do I have Albedo's? I think I do. No, maybe not. I could just have seen if Albedo, is this it? No, it's not. Huh. Let me see. What's your friendship at? I thought Albedo would have been close, although I could see me being like, all right, I played you a little bit, and I'm done. And I'm done. Friendship level 10. No, I got his card. I got his card. I just don't know which one it is. Name card. Did I miss it? No. Is this one looks like it? No, it's this. No, it's Zhongli's. Where the fuck are you? They all kind of look ugly. The ones that I'm not seeing. Have I not claimed it? You think it would be Geo, like orangish, right? It's blue. Oh, it's blue. That looks like Ganyu, for whatever reason. Not that one. Not that one. Ew. Why is Albedo's fucking? I mean, sorry. I know you like. I apologize. I just don't like it. Looks. I thought it'd be like if it was like nice and orange. Like this is my shit. This is the one that I enjoy. Like stuff like this bright Also, just razors. You got a fucking giant wolf on your thing. It's amazing. Okay. Also, his is pretty good too. I haven't made a point to level up friendship though in a hot minute, so that's also something to consider. Anyways, we're gonna pop off. What are these? What are these? What are these? And this, oh, please don't die. Everyone died on impact. No, not you. Good, good, good. Oh, you died real fast. I don't have enough particles to take into the next. Maybe I should nerf down Ball so that she can, like, I can actually, like, build up energy for my team. I never thought that would be a thing I'd say. But kind of makes it hard to play Ball when she just goes, and unleashed, and then everything just gets killed immediately. What's good, Derp? Derp, I've been seeing you've been playing that TikTok game on YouTube. Good for you. Getting after it. I feel like you'll pop off in no time. Also, be careful with the knife, like, Jesus Christ. Anyways. Also, it was good, Collie. Red says, overall, yeah, I'm excited for future content, and while I really like Kamiko aesthetic and personality-wise, I really do not need a healer for a 5-star. Yeah, no, I feel that. Roger says, I have every character released thus far, and I would certainly not spend upon them being max constellation. Yeah, that's the thing. I was about to say, ugh, Roger's Poseidon up in here. Okay. He's a Persian prince. Okay. Fluff says, it's fair to say Genshin has a super meta. Take your pick of main DPS, as almost all are viable, but it's a good set of support to yeah. And I guess that's why Gani was also like so stupid, is that she kind of like, she just like, it's not like you can't make any character do like 30k. Well, shouldn't say that, but it's like, it's, if you try hard enough with the craziest stacked artifacts, you maybe get close. But it's the fact that, what do you call it? You can basically just hyper invest, or sorry, you like Gone, you can hit from any possible moment, anywhere, with a shit ton of damage. Also, her ult's amazing, you know. Nana says, I got C4 gene. He's got 5. Ew. You guys. Lone Syndicate says, I mean, Grin, Jean does have her, Olympian goddess legs. Goddamn. That's why I call her Dandelion Thighs. But, although she's a waifu and she is love me a bit too much. Yeah. What's your thing? Olympian goddess legs. I feel like, I don't mean to be this way. I'm just, Eula. That's all I'll say. Eula. Come at me. Alright. That's work also. She's dancing all the time. Squats all day, every day. That whole vibe. I joined TikTok last week. I have 100,000 followers. Yeah, man. You pop off on TikTok, apparently. Especially if you play it, like, again, you're pretty good about wrapping your mind around, like, the idea of, like, the trends and etc. Derp, which has always been a nightmare for me. But yeah, you know, you're coming up with cool ideas and things that people would be interested in, which is awesome to see. So I hope you keep at it and you can pop off in no time. And like, I'm talking like really pop, especially that would also, I think, help your art career in some extent. You know, if you ever wanted to sell some of your wonderful pieces, you could do it that way. Also, how's the last time I talked to you, you were getting after it with your job in a way, or not your job, sorry, you were like in a program or a college like program to get good at, like, oh, I'm so bad at remembering things, but it was something to the effect of like trying to improve 3D modeling, maybe. Like you were making an assignment for your house, like a 3D model of a house, and that was your first assignment. But yeah, I wonder how that's going. Roger says, I would say physical DPS on Yoimiya is not bad, and it deals quite respectable a number on pair with Pyro build. Really? That's sad. That's upsetting. Just because she... Weird. Weird. I'm not sure if I'm into it. Also, I've yet to do this quest. But that's the thing, man. I don't want to do the quest and have it be just everything be gone and over and done with. You know what I mean? Also, wow, things are dying a little too fast. It's a good problem to have, but still, you know, ugh. Oh, should I collect all the guards? That's the whole reason I'm doing this. Shit. Fluff says, it fits his outfit and color match, the royal blue. Oh, I guess that's true. I like it being, it's my favorite color range. Okay, dark blue, nice. And not being based on the Geo gold is a nice combo break. Okay. Matilda says, me joined TikTok years ago and only has 146 followers. But that's the thing, Matilda, I feel like if you click on Derp's name right there, it'll take you to a channel. If you see some of her content, it actually like makes some sense. Like Derp is also a special kind of human being as well. Derp is like a goth. That's all I can say. He's really into the whole goth aesthetic, rocks it. But is like, yeah. And also she's, I feel Derp, I could be wrong, but are you like, you seem like you're getting into like the kind of there's an aesthetic to TikTok, which is to say like colored hair and like crazy eyelash game and like dances. So I feel like Derp is starting to peruse that avenue in style. Once again says, I like that 50 character friendship or 16 character friendships, level 10. I do it because I like their voice lines and it unlocks lore. Plus, if I get friendship level 10, I feel like I played the character a good bit. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it too. Lone Syndicate. But you have 16? Fucking shit. That's crazy. Roger says, I would say as one who loves her husband is also, Roger, I'm so sorry. To me, it is so excessively insane that a female could watch me. So forgive me if I ever say a Persian prince and not a Persian princess. Forgive me. You say, I would say all of, I like the one who loves her husbandos. No character shall ever take Zhongli's place as Genshin's most husbando. Well, those Mihoyo people be crafty. They may like give you someone who's just peak. Although I get it. Yeah. Yeah. I steady climb friendship with Diona and Shenyang. I need to do Diona's hangout and keep them in my teapot. Yeah, you know, I still have yet to do the teapot thing where like you make an area that like they like. I haven't done that yet. Apparently there's a lot of primos in that though. Derp says, I've got a few months left and I'll have a bachelor's in art, in game art. That's amazing. I can basically like make a game at this. That's fantastic, Derp. Holy shit. Also with the pandemic, I imagine you just had more than enough time to really dedicate to art. Love says, Eula and Jean have the same body type. They both got Olympic goddess legs. It's the outfits and the animations that emphasize. Yeah, I was about to say. I feel like the like short, weird, whatever the heck Eula's is, stands out a little more. Similar to Mona, separately over most average hiker. Interesting. Derp says, I am very special. Let's see, it says, I mean, Eula has damn legs, two more than Jean, but I couldn't think of an AA nickname that cleverly, that focuses on legs, so I came up with the nickname, what? Ass, is that right? Drip says, oh yeah, think I'm weird now, I have white, out contacts on the way. I strive to be an anime. I seen the ears and I was like, this is a lot, but you're rocking it. I will say, again, I feel like if you keep trying to mend your like chaotic, wonderful mind of like these weird characters and these weird kind of like Don't Starve kind of era, weird Tim Burton mixed with horror, but also creativity kind of characters, and then you try to find a way to piece them together and make them an actual character in the real world, like kind of like almost cosplay your own characters, and then you show people like two sides of yourself. The cosplay thing is definitely a hot button topic on TikTok. I feel like there's a lot of thirst trap or whatever it's called in that regard, but that could also pull people into the fact that you're an incredibly talented artist, and that could also feed two kind of avenues. One could be the advertising in the face, and the other could be the of course the thing that keeps people around, because yeah, I feel like that's the hardest thing with art, is establishing a fan base, because people love your art, but it's a hard thing to be like, do you want to go look at art for 10 minutes? You know, it's a harder sell, I think. Fluff says, I wasn't aware there's such a system of favorite decor, but it makes sense. Yeah. If you were going to your Serena Teapot, there's like, you go to the wiki or whatever, Honey Hunters. Don't know how long that's going to be. But if you set up shop there, you basically can unlock certain things. Like there's character dialogue for Albedo. There's character dialogue for Diona and Shangling. If you build the right Serena Teapot and you put them in the Serena Teapot, you'll be able to conversate with them. And yeah, good stuff. Also, is this who he... What? It says he's above. Oh, is that what he meant? That's what they meant over there? I'll try to kill you quick. God damn, I thought they took that ability out. What the hell? What's happened? Oh, Matism says, cursed genre #1 trans country. What, Matism? I feel like you're always living on your own world. And I honestly, I'm not sure if I want to go to it. But I'm happy to hear what's going on there. All right. Drift says, thank you. We're talking to, yeah, Charming Logic. Drift says, and I got the ears and Mega Coon. Weird. I remember, Durf. I remember way back in the day. On your channel, you uploaded some sort of thing where it was like you playing a game that, at least to me, looked like a furry game. Where you're playing like it's like a furry game where like there's husbandos and all these things. Like, yeah. And I was like, okay, I did not know this, but I mean, hey, you like what you like, hell yeah. I just found like, oh shit, here we go. So when I seen that video with the ears, I'm like, okay, they're coming undone a little bit. I get you. She's me too. I love all that stuff. Mutism says, oh, I made VTuber avatar a few of them. Okay, nice. Really, Mutism? Jeez Louise, that's a whole thing. Golly, yeah, that seems like a lot. Did you like chip away at it over time, or did you kind of make one then just kind of make one, or did you use like a template service? Like some of them, I think you can like gamify the avatar process. Although I think that, how do I say it properly? Basically, there's something like I think there's like if I could give anyone like the nugget that kind of unlocks the VTuber thing, I think Fluff will like back this up. You have to be an overwhelming personality in order to like utilize a VTuber, I think, properly. Because I've seen a lot of VTuber like people come up on like Twitch and shit, and they seem like they're kind of not very like energetic. They seem like they're very sluggish, and they're very like, hi guys, I'm a lolly vampire, or I'm a lolly fucking zombie, you know. And it like, because you are playing something that kind of just does this, because you are doing that, you need to be excessively like, how do I put it, overly how do I put it, it's like excessively emotion. Like you have to crank up your emotional / your vocal range to express your emotions to like 100%. I feel like in order to actually utilize or to like use the fact that you look this weird way that pulls people in, but then also you have to like double. You have to give that like puppet a shit ton of life by putting a bunch of personality into. At least that's my thought. But yeah, I feel like that's the kind of thing where I see a lot of people do the VTuber thing, and I'm like. And it's funny because I remember that one time when I first made my mask and I put it on, and I very much have that stupid thing in my head where when I put on like a mask, I almost start to like it's almost, you know how like everyone on YouTube says they play a character. I unfortunately don't do that. I just kind of scale up my energy a little bit, and this is who I am more or less outside this. I'm a little more quiet in real life, but. When I put on like my helmet and my mask, it's like autopilot mode starts syncing up, and I start feeling like I can say whatever I want because it's not me. I'm like, that's a fucking creepy ass thought, but it's just how where my brain goes. Also, what the fuck is Shin Yan doing? Throwing Bulba that way, weird. Also, run over here. Maybe he'll follow. Come on, I don't want to fight like 16 enemies. Is he up top? Yeah, he's up top. Fuck it, we'll just let him lunge. We'll do this. I don't want to use all my abilities. This is how they get you. The trap. Nana says, I just made a very cursed sketch. Should I post in the art tab? Do it. Go ahead. Fuck me up. Do all that shit. I'm not sure if you're an immensely talented artist, Nanny, so I feel like whatever you give me, I'll tell you you're wonderful and great. But I'll mean it is the thing, and I'll be right. Okay? It's not like I'm just trying to fluff you up here, okay? We'll do one of these. Try one of these. Hurry up and give me more particles, Benny. Come on, this. Some of this. Some of this. And some of this. Some of this. Commentary. We're killing it. Go, he died real fast. Wait, there's a person up above. Come on. Yes. Oof. Man, people saying, well, again, I still think Electro needs a buff. I'm team Electro needs a buff in this game, but I'm not team this character's bad at all. It seems like excessive if anything. Seems like an Archon, like a god. Did I pass you? I thought I fought you, but maybe you're hidden. Oh, you kind of are? I don't know. Is it like on the edge? I don't know. There's just one left. Lone Singer says, yeah, Nana, let's see it. Hell yes. Fluff says, Hollow Myth first anniversary is today. They all have their small avatars in 3D now. Weird, but awesome. Matism said, I'm trying to collect 100 thoughts, but every second is 3,500 thoughts at once. Jesus. I use V-Roid? Weird. Drip says, me too. I prefer designing them over using them. I want to make like speed design. Ooh, okay. Oh, I see. Oh, so you mean like designing a template? You mean not like I think what Matism seems like he's talking about. I think there's like various engines that can kind of help. It's kind of like a character creator, or like you see like a 3D model, and then you can give it hair and like maybe give it a different nose and whatnot. But I think you're talking about actually like drawing out like a baseline of what, like, you know, it's she's wearing like a flurry dress, how do I say, a frilly dress, all that. Jerp says, to be a VTuber, you gotta channel your inner anime girl. Or, I don't know, man, the ones that always have me, like, weirded out is like, the dude VTubers, because I feel like, men will be like, yeah, girls being cute or whatever, and then there's, like, I seen this anime VTuber of a dude who looks like he's from, like, Solid Snake or, like, Resident Evil universe. He's, like, wearing green and whatnot, has a ponytail. He seemed like a good dude, but he was kind of playing into, like, the whole, like, anime Chad thing, or, like, daddy whatever nonsense. and I was just like, eh. But maybe women think the same thing when they see VTubers. They're like, you're not an anime girl or some bullshit. But I don't know, man. I just feel like most men are like, what are you doing? Poor men. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be right back. I'm having too much of a fun time to stop yet. Oh fuck, we're in online mode. Never mind, I'm about to get killed. Had to use the washroom real quick, but we'll do it in a minute. Boom, boom. One of these, and then this. Do I have? I don't have my alt. Yeah, my E was not going, and everything's dead. I don't think I've gotten nearly enough of those weird things. Well, now I'm worried I'm gonna die if I stay here. Apparently I'm in co-op mode. Shit. I guess I'll fly up here and hopefully we won't die. We'll probably die. Anyway. Derp says, I'm down for some daddy VTubers. Hell yeah. let me have them. Yeah, I think maybe it's a men thing. But I don't think it's a woman thing. I don't think women like see a VTuber and they're like, fucking, what is this shit? But maybe it's just me. Maybe it's nobody. Maybe it's like people are like, yeah, but I don't know. I just feel like it's like, oh, I don't want to go there, but I don't know, man. Some people really like, there's a person called Saikuno, and he seems wholesome. He seems like a good dude. But it does seem like he plays into like a weird archetype, and I'm kind of just like, I see the blood in the water. It freaks me out. You know what I mean? It seems like some shit. Maybe it's just me. Could just be me, but I don't know. But also, I feel like there's an avenue where it would. To me, I think there's. I don't think, like, at least to me, and I'm like, I keep generalizing. I'm gonna go hide right here, real quick. But I think that there's a kind of a weird, like, subliminal limit, because I think, like, if I were to think, is there a path forward? Like, could you be like a VTuber and play as an animated dude character, and would it work? I think it's possible. Like, if it, again, this is my stupid dumbass, but I've always thought, wouldn't it be funny if there was like a VTuber avatar that was basically just like a stupid crusader looking asshole, basically, like just a douche, but you'd play the character not like some sort of like e-boy weird, like, oh, I'm so, like, come hang out with me, honey, or you're so special, or some weird shit. Instead, you would just play like a super fucking Christian ass man who's like heathen shit or some bullshit. I think that would be fun. But you'd play into not like the e-boy thing, but instead the like goofy fun nonsense form, you know? Ba, 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 ba. Matism says, I just made one and it took me 3 hours to create. Nice, Matism. I'm happy that you're finding a passion within it, though. Because I definitely think there's a market for it. I definitely think if you got good at making VTuber avatars and you like got your mind around it, and honestly, Derp is weirdly like queued up to do this exactly. Weirdly enough, there could be a huge market in making money from that. Because especially like with the way that they change outfits so often, and that there being like kind of like a nice currency there, so it's not like you're just making an avatar and be done forever. You could, but ideally, if a person popped off and was successful, they would go to you and just keep getting revisions on their design. I'll send the avatar soon. Yeah, I would love to see it. I'd love to see Matism. I'm down for that, but Corpse is my... Yeah, I was about to say, Corpse husband, that seems like a lot of people be into that. But it says, they're canonized. Yeah, also, but that's the thing. I don't think... maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know if Corpse plays into, like, the same thing that I think VTubers play into, at least some VTubers play into, like, the... like anime trope level of things. I don't know if Corpse does that. I feel like he just uses it as kind of like a mask. Instead of whereas some animated people like kind of play into their like, I'm gonna be like the tsundere type or weirdness, you know. Me gets the crusade. It's never too late to take back Jerusalem. Well, I wouldn't do that. This isn't fucked up shit that happened with... I'm talking about the meme of like degeneracy. Like whenever there's some nonsense crazy shit happening, people are like, oh, and I always found it so funny because you know behind that mask they're degens. Anyways, I'll be right back. I'm back. Whoa. All right. Okay. What's good, Prince? Haven't seen you in a hot minute, buddy. How you been? Prince says, catch of the day. What does that mean? What does that mean? You got me? What's that? You got dirt? You got fluff? Nana says, is this Grin's fantasy of being a VTuber? Maybe, man. I feel like that could, but also I don't think I would just be a VTuber. I would just put on my helmet and suffer. I wouldn't be like, what if I just utilize technology to make me not have to worry about lighting and looking presentable in any way? arguable. But still, instead I'm like, what if I actually wore a mask and it was hard to breathe for multiple hours? Again, no, I'm not a mask. I know how 3D model clothes and stuff. I just don't know how to like import it from our voice. Okay. I feel like there's got to be thousands of tutorials on YouTube, as is most things. But yeah, I feel like that'd be where you'd find it. Fluff says, I mean, illustration and rigging are very important for VTuber sphere. It's hardly a surplus to. Yeah. But I think that's also why it's so good. I think it's like so many people have the same VTuber person who's modeling, but also it's weird because some of them are like playing. I'm like, good for them, but they're like, I own intellectual property over this thing, so if you get paid, I get paid, and you don't know you're doing that when you're making their avatar, and then they're kind of fucked because they're like, so guys, I used to be like a weird vampire person. We're now this. Don't ask. It's not great. Problems happen. Quickly cast before I lose my thing. Attack. Actually, I think we just need to keep going. Where are you? This way. Baptism says, hey Derp, can you help me find assets for VTuber avatars? I want to create a wolf person so my character can be an actual avatar. Well, actually, shout out to Derp's Discord. I'm not sure if he's still running it like crazy, but Derp used to have a Discord where it was all about art and whatnot. Very cool. But maybe that'd be a cool tab to have in your art tab, is for like kind of an asset back and forth kind of place to put a bunch of links so that people can trade back and forth and pursue this hobby, and kind of help each other grow and flourish. But I don't want to give Dirt more work, so sorry. There's a market for it, but I'll have to look up what it's called. Okay. Let me go to co-op mode. Let's get the hell out of here. Single play mode. Now I can pause the goddamn game. I could have just done that the whole time instead of hiding. Yeah. Oh, Nanny says, just a reminder to fix the timer on push-ups. Will do. In fact, I'll pause the situation right now. We'll do one of these. Big version of my face. Hate it. Anyway, let's do, where is it? This. Dashboard. Pull this up. Okay, we're going to go down to chatbot, cloudbot. That's what it's called. Where are you located? Commands. Commands? Maybe no, not commands. Loyalty. No, where is it? Store? Yeah, okay. We got the push-ups. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go. Okay, so it's cost 666, quantity 0. So I guess that means there's no redeeming amount. So I guess I'll just say like per stream. Also, what does it mean by global cooldown? Fluff, we talked about this last time. What does global cooldown mean? And then there's user cooldown. And it's in seconds, right? Yeah. So do I just need to increase the quantity? Also, man, full screen, not my favorite. Was very sweet. Oh, is that not? Yeah, it's not referring to this. I guess I could show you, right? Nothing's on screen. It's too damning. Let me see. They did this. L1. Get rid of that. This. I feel like we should be okay. There should be nothing on screen. It's a little fucky. We'll just do this. Okay, back to screen. So for this, it says like cost is this. Quantity, do I need to increase the quantity? Is that what's happening? Also, what's good enough? Global cooldown, I know like user cooldown, it's seconds. This is in seconds, by the way. If I go to here, it says seconds. So this is the amount for, I feel like I just need to increase this, right? So is this my problem with quantity? I thought I put zeros so that it would -1. Oh shit. Okay, that's what my answer. -1 is for unlimited. Okay. Where should it be unlimited? I mean, I don't know. Is this every time I go live? Because if it's every time I go live, then I'm fine with it. But I'm like, I don't want it to be like a 300 push-ups. Although I could always just tell you guys it's capped at 10. I guess maybe you guys would have to do the math in here. I don't know. I don't know. Also be a way to bleed you guys dry your points. Bluff says, honestly though, Grin's shadow guy would make an awesome, unique. Yeah, that'd be cool too. But also, I feel, yeah, it would be neat. But I don't know if I'm like, I think it's expensive. I think like making a VTuber where like there was actual like some shadow shit happening, like where it's like and stuff. It would be an expensive endeavor to get all that. And yeah, but I think it'd be fun. But I don't know, man. But also, I've seen people go back and forth. Like some people don't just use it as like I don't want to show my face of this. They just kind of use it as like an extension of I don't want to do all the lighting shit today. I want to stream for 4 hours and having the light smash me in the face fucks up my shit. So I'm not gonna have it there, you know. Let's see, if I were a streamer of some kind, I feel like I would just be myself because I am a character within myself. Because I just let my imagination run wild and time like one day I could be an isekai protect. Whoa, jeez, Anthony. Plenty of VTubers are just expressing themselves. Even the likes of HoloLive breakdown characters, plenty and are more genuine. Hell, Kara and her real mother Von Gaga was very sweet. Nice. Global cooldown means it applies to a cooldown to everyone. Okay, so now that it's -0, that means so right here, global cooldown. That's just like, yeah, that's the base cooldown. So you can't just redeem like 6 all at once, right? Also, thank you, Neb. If you want to use push-ups, if you use the cooldown, I can't use the cooldown up. The global one is no one can use it till it's over. Okay, but it does say here in the quantity, it says if you use -1 for unlimited. So it should mean that everyone, like, this should never have a cap. But if I put it at 10, won't that make it so that, like, look, when will it be reset? Will it be reset every time I start the stream? Because that would be perfect. Shadow guy needs to be named Frost. Ooh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Plus says Shadow or should have a shorter global than user. Derp says, I vote for this. No, I don't like Shadow being fucking that. No. Well, it says, I re-downloaded God of War, all the hype for Ragnarok. Dude, I can't. Okay, I have a video coming out. Not today. Tomorrow, I'm going to upload a video of Tales of Arise. Then the day after that, I'm going to upload a video of us breaking up Borderlands. And then the day after that, I'm going to upload one about God of War. Also, anyway. I want to make an Absolver character on Avatar. Oh, nice. That's cool. Cool idea. Premise. We'll just leave it like this. We'll just say this is good enough. All right, back to big version of my face. Boom. This. Everything's fine? Yes. Okay, so that should be saved. Let the lashing commence, I suppose. Yes. My eye. Let me check. Global is cooldown that prevents the same redeem from being spammed. User cooldown slows the same person from yeah. So I think global is meant to like cap out. So if I put 10, it should work. There it is. But so like now you guys are on a limit, so you guys can't just spam like 6 status points and max or 10 status points and max. I guess it should put 10. I just don't know if when does it reset? When does the global cooldown reset? Like when does it turn over? Because if it turns over, then I'm happy. Like every time I stream, you're only allowed to like redeem 10 of this, then that makes sense. Also, you need to have the points guys redeem the goddamn thing. So like let's calm down, right? Those points are well earned, and you know the whole thing. With this, I'm gonna kill you. Oh no! God damn it, where did she go? Oh, that was such a waste. It's all such a waste. This is gonna be super not. Yeah, we're not juiced up at all. You really need to make use of your ult in order for it to pop off like that. Oh, I thought I was hitting Shinsho. God damn it. This. There. So we got 2 status points. And it's probably gonna hurry up. Now I have an incentive to end the stream so you guys don't do too much damage. I will always like to remind you guys that it's Sunday. It's Sunday? No, yeah, Sunday is supposed to be my relaxed day. So I have my 1 day off. So you are making my whole week harder by doing this. Also, I got some food. I'm gonna have tacos for dinner. Nice, man. That sounds fantastic. Fluff says, I don't know if when it resets, not certain that it's automatic or manual. Yeah, that's what I'm not sure about either. I feel it probably will be like it will, after I'm done with streaming, it'll reset. I think. You think? But again, I think it's like, even if it isn't, I'd rather bet on just making it unlimited and then just being like, okay, at the max, we'll do like 10. So if you guys just choose to go put a bunch of points there, then yeah. Lord knows some of y'all have it. Nub says, solution! What's the solution? Also, Nub, it's on a cooldown. So like So like it's on a 340 second cooldown per user and per global thing. Oh, so maybe I should make the user like more of a thing, maybe? Nub said, let's max it out. I see if I can use it again on Friday. Well, I put it on unlimited, so I'd have to put it on like 10, and we go from there. We'll see. Oh man, I hate when your eyelashes like get throw back in your eye. You know what I mean? Like you scratch your eye and your eyelashes just set off. And you're like, God damn it, not like this. Everybody's dead. Oh, yikes. I feel like at this point my eye is so strong that I should just go and like put like razor on here or something, just because we're just really okay. We're okay, you know, we're set. Although I guess this does not mean like these big guys. It just means like general samurai guys, weirdly. I think you guys are telling me that too, sorry. It's like we'll go zoom one ear out the other. Nub says, not gonna lie, I thought you'd say 1 and test it that way. Oh, okay, that's not a bad idea either. But if you want 10, then I'm fine with that too. It just says, brain lock is like God putting a heavy nerf on me. What does that mean? Also, God, I had air escape from my lungs. Not good. What's brain lock? It sounds like you gotta snap out of it kind of thing. Also, this is not great to do this. Do this. Why? Oh, I'm getting stunned by the fucking dumb, stupid bullshit. Let's do this. Quickly this. Quickly this. Quickly this. Oh, I just fired, you fucking stupid asshole. God damn you. Oh, you made me so far away. Let's do this. Just cause I think I have enough damage to out-damage you anyway. Come on, go. Guys, I want to play Tales of Arise. I haven't played for 2 days. I'm gonna feel like I always do this. I always am having a great time, and then my body's like, hey, what if you instead dedicated some time to self-improvement, you fucking lazy asshole? And I'm like, well, I mean, you know, it's kind of, maybe we deserve this. And I'm like, no, you don't, you fucking asshole. Oh, anyways, yeah, I wanted to play a game. I forgot. I spent all night yesterday, fucking doing the things. Editing. So then I didn't get to play it today, and then I decided to watch a little bit of what do you call it? Fate. Not Fate. What is it called? The guy who gets isekai'd and gets stuck in a death loop, essentially. It's real popular. It's pretty good. Very good, actually. But I was super. Everyone loves Rem so much. I'm sure she earns the like much desired love. But fucking shit, man. I'm at the part where she just killed his ass. I'm like, fuck. Christ, man. why do you care so much about people who are wrecking you? Like, I don't, seems weird, but okay, I'm sure they'll explain like he was a loner or something. I think they maybe already have, I don't know. Very ReZero, that's exactly what it is. Thank you, Danny. But it is very, like, it is, I can totally tell that it's, like, I don't know, there's moments when, like, the main character's, like, going through it, you know, and you're like, okay, now this is different. Like, mostly anime protagonists are, like, like, they're either the biggest Chad you ever seen or the fucking most whiny asshole ever, and this one is like, no, this character's, like, positive, but sure as shit the world keeps beating his ass down, so positivity has a limit. Well, hopefully it doesn't, but, you know, for him, honestly, in his case, maybe it doesn't, because he's still chipper, more or less, so yes, I'm sure he gets to a point where he's like, I'm fucking done. Although, again, I don't know, maybe it's just me, maybe I'm super deluded, but I feel like if I were in this situation, I would basically carry a knife with me and end it instantly. Like, whenever things were going a little south, I would just be like, and reset. And hope to God it wasn't like like I have lives. You know what I mean? Like, various different lives to spend. Like attempts and all that stuff, like checkpoints. But yeah, I don't know. It's a very good show though. I'm enjoying it, but that's what I decided to do with a little bit of the time I had today. And tomorrow I think that's when I'll go a buck wild for Tales of Arise. And I'm hoping to, Fluff, I wanted to ask you if you're still here. Fluff, do you know when we get the fist person? Because he's the person I think I mean. I thought, Fluff, the brawler type was gonna be the general. You guys know the guy who's scarred, who's like the tutorial guy who you first meet. I thought he was gonna be a part of our team. Apparently not. Apparently it's like another kind of like martial art guy who's like a kind of shortish hair pulled back or slicked back. He looks pretty sick. I wanted to play him if he is the brawler type, which he looks like he is. So yeah. Because right now, the main character is fine, but I'm not sure if I want to play him all the time, you know what I mean? Because his kit doesn't seem like it ever gets better, you know what I mean? Like, it's like we're always going to use the sword and, like, kill ourselves for damage, and I'm like, what if we didn't? What if we just, like, gave ourselves, like, a boost of damage or whatnot? But I don't know who will have that. Oh, good. Actually, he did hit the person that I wanted to hit. And dead. Give me this. I thought I got this chest. Actually, no, I have a thing in Genshin where I don't try to like suck the world dry essentially because it's just constantly empty otherwise. So I'm like, you know what? I just like the fact that it feels lived in, you know. But ladies and gentlemen, I think that's when we're gonna start winding down, my friends. I still gotta cut my hair and do a lot of shit tonight, but alas, we did a good bit. I did my weeklies. I cooked some food, so I got my bounties done. Oh, I didn't. I should have killed some enemies. How did we make out with you? How's your talents? Because I wouldn't mind leveling this one up. Can we condense that into? All we need is blue, like guards, essentially. Also, I wanted to level up the catch to the max point. That's gonna take some time though. If I make all of the things that we just farmed and condense and condense and condense, do we have enough? Probably not still, but we can hope. What are the guards? I did not. I passed them, yes. All of those, Sucrose, condense it. You are the right person to do that. Boom. Perfect. And now we're going to make all... Oh, it's not a lot. It's such a little amount. It feels real bad. We need to farm so many of those guys. And she requires so many. But I think we can level our one talent, though. So, but the thing is, should we bring this to the max point next week, or should we do this right now? I mean, it does get a pretty okay bump. I feel like well, I don't know, we're already kind of killing things too fast with our alt anyway, so it's like, yeah, it'd be excessive to get this one up more. I'll probably do the coordinated attack, but I'll wait till the other day. Yeah, I get 8-8. 1-8-8 would be probably the thing. Nate says, good night, Grand. Love your content. Thanks so much for stopping by, Red. Hopefully I can see you again, buddy. Is it nothing but a pleasure. Lone Ticket says, the play Tales of Arise. I would love to see more gameplay. Lone Ticket, that thing, I feel like I need to get to a point, though, because I'm at the beginning, so I'm kind of feeling like I'm still in, like, tutorial land, and I don't like making kind of, like, streams of that, because I'm kind of sitting there, like... Also, I also like lagging behind, so that, like, everyone... So, like, for instance, Fluff... or Carthage, or anyone else who's maybe interested in the game, they can play it, and I won't get close to, like, because it's a game where you progress via doing the story. So if you guys could get ahead of me, I would be able to. You guys could tune into the stream and hang out and not be spoiled. So that's where I kind of like letting you guys kind of get ahead of me, so that when if we do stream it, I'm not like leagues ahead, you know. It says, also, are there more costumes than just the base on the Tales of Arise? Because I always like the different costumes in the Tales. Yeah, no, it seems like a ton of new costumes. And also the armor is separate from the costumes. So like their character's look is different from the weapon itself. Like I was one of the weird things is when I switched my sword for my main character in Tales of Arise, it was still the rusty sword. You have to go to the cosmetic things, and because you bought the sword, you bought the look of the sword as well. So then you have to put the look of the sword on the weapon. Weirdly enough, just like transmog essentially. Flo says, I don't know when Law is unlocked. I haven't played since since Friday night, so I am supposedly unlocked Rinwell soon. Okay, oh, so he's far away. Shit. Fluff says, I'm guessing each party member is tied to one of the 5 regions, so whenever the one law happens. Okay, gotcha. That's a little shit. It seems like he's the last 2 then. Unfortunate. Magician says, repose the brain lock is, the like art block, but for everything. But since I'm motivated to do everything at once, my brain overworks itself, and where it locked and demotivated me to do nothing. Interesting. Matism. That sounds like, you know what the funniest thing is? I used to have a kind of an issue with that too, like the you know, writer's block kind of thing, or like art, like creative block essentially, where you fire, you're going, you're like pushing out so much creative content, and then you're just like 1 week you'll be like, what, how did I ever come up with anything ever? Like you just feel super demotivated, and you're like, you've just ran the well dry. It feels like that. And weirdly enough, the best like key to finding like a kind of a source of unlimited creativity is weirdly in the other aspect of creativity. So like if making something and creation is both creative and the aspect of like selling something or breaking it down or breaking the components of success down to a thing that you can repeat over and over and over again, and like to coming up with a style or an art style is basically coming up with a process of what your design embodies and looks like. Then I found weirdly like feeding the mechanical aspect of the brain, so like the like locking down the process and thinking about, okay, well, if I were to put myself in another person's shoes, and I were to think like them, I were to, this is how it's phrased, if I were to put myself in the same room with the conversation they're having with themselves about their wants, desires, frustrations, worries, interests, and you put yourself in the same room as the conversation they're having back and forth with themselves, you can have like an endless sea of ideas, because you're thinking of another person's wants, desires, and interests. And turns out there's a million people on the planet, so many creative people and interesting ideas all around you, that you could basically there's no limitation. And if you're able to see through another person's mind, you're able to basically constantly see endlessly. And also, if you're able to make a system for yourself of like of how you get creative, maybe it's by going to a certain subreddit, maybe it's by you know, doing some sort of weird sequencing thing. Get some tea, sit down, get a blanket, and you have like a rhythm to your madness. You basically can start facilitating all that. But I would say, again, for me, I would never have thought that I would become more creative and have more creative ideas by feeding the like mechanical, analytical part of my brain that tries to break things down into a system and an algorithm almost. But who would have thought? But that's how I kind of get away from like brain lock or like creative zappingness or like demotivation, stuff like that. Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think they cost that much. Well, there is cosmetics that cost stuff in the game, but they're mainly there's owls you have to find randomly throughout the world. And they have like various like circular glasses, I would assume, and stuff like that, and like a monocle. Also, probably like side quests will give you like an actual full body costume and outfit. Yeah, deluxe and ultimate edition seem like they have a lot of the things. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been nothing shy of absolutely lovely. I'm off to go do a great many things. I gotta cut my hair still, and I would like to play a little bit of Tales of Arise today. So I'm gonna try to get a little bit farther in the game. See if I can get another character, because I'm enjoying the main character. He does, like, again, the fact that like he trades life for power. I'm like, this is not my thing. I do not want to kill myself in the middle of combat. Okay, no thank you. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Hopefully you guys do tune in on Friday, which we'll be back at it again, hanging out, trying to unlock more things in Genshin. Hopefully my ball or eye will basically be better paired and better showcased, and hopefully we can make some even more videos this week. And yes, honestly, Tales of Arise, though, it came out of nowhere, and it's like a game that I really want to invest in playing, though, so I can't wait to play that all this week. Hopefully I can figure out what to make videos of. If you have any suggestions for what you might want to see from that game, let me know, or any sort of problems or googling that you did to like find an answer, let me know, and I may try to make that video specifically for you, because I'm sure you're not the only one who would want it. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. There's a video out already right now. Actually, there's a video, it's a Try Not to Grin, where I talk about one of the a pondering question that I would wonder if you guys would answer if you'd be brave enough. And it's about two options. As a man, which one would you value more? Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for your time, and goodbye. Wukong staff? Hell yeah, Fluff. Hell yes.